Okay, welcome back to the Slam, session 15. We've got some great slams coming up for you today. There's a few slammers that couldn't be with us. Chris Betcher, of course, has used up all his data again. And so we've decided that next month we're going to give him a chance to join the team again. And we're going to start it at the beginning of the month instead of the end, so he can join us with data. So guys, if you want to introduce yourself, Brian first.
Hi, I'm Brian Gray. I'm in Austin, Texas.
And Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Cusimano. I'm coming from St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm Lee Webster, and I'm coming live and direct from Bangkok. And Donnie.
Hey, I'm Donnie Piercy. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay, so the first slam of the day is Brian. Okay, I'll just lock onto your screen, Brian. Tell us when you're ready. And Nick's keeping the time today.
Okay, so you see my screen there?
Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so one of my jobs at the school is to, you can start the clock anytime.
I started it.
Okay. One of my jobs at the school is to work with a whole bunch of lists of students and teachers and this and that and the other, so we throw them into spreadsheets. Sometimes we need to merge values together, sometimes we need to split them, sometimes we need to find duplicates. These great tools from a site called AbleBits will help us do those. So I want to show you these. These are all add-ons for Google Spreadsheet. So if I've got a set of names that I need to turn into email addresses, I just select them all, go up to add-ons and merge values and start. And wait for the menu to come up on the side. For each row, separate with whatever you want. In my case, right now, since we're building email addresses, I don't want anything separating them, so I'll remove all of that. It'll put them in a new row over to the right, and we click merge, and that's all done. You could do this with a concatenate function, but two things are different. First, you don't need to know how to use functions, and second, you've got the actual values in here. You don't have the functions doing the calculation, which makes it easier to do whatever else you need to do with them. The next thing I want to show you, of course, if you put a bunch of names together, sometimes you have to pick them apart. This is much, much more difficult to do with functions on your own. So we've got the split names add-on. We select the range, go to the split names add-on, tell it first that there's a column header, second tell it what parts of the name you want. You click split, and it just adds a bunch of columns to break everything up. It recognizes titles if they're there, first names, middle names if they're there, last names, and suffixes if they're there, with no muss, no fuss. The next one is identifying duplicates. Here I've got a bunch of names that may or may not have duplicates, so we're going to go again to the add-on menu,
40 seconds.
Duplicates, and find duplicates. And you can go through the process. I want to skip ahead and show you the last one, because these duplicates are even better. We can select the range. We want to remove all of the duplicates, including that first appearance. We can say, in this case, it doesn't have headers.
10 seconds.
We click on Next, delete the values, and that's my Google Slam. And of course, it's warm here in Texas, so that's the fan of the Slam.
Oh, nice, nice. Fan of the Slam. Quality. Like the end part. Okay. So next up is Nick. Who's going to keep time for Nick? Okay, I'll keep time for Nick then, lads.
I'm sorry, I left my watch at home.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. The digital classroom. Yeah. Okay. So Nick, let me just look onto your screen. When you're ready, we can. Just tell me, and I'll start the clock, Nick.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's get the clock on, and you're off.
Okay, what I wanted to show you, YouTube is a great tool to use in your classroom, but it is also a business for Google, and sometimes there can be a lot of different things. If you can see my screen right now, do you see a YouTube screen?
Yep.
Okay. So we have that up there, and we see all the stuff on the side, and sometimes there's ads. So there is a bookmarklet called ViewPure or Purify, and what that can do is, and sometimes when you have stuff on the side, luckily I guess our show must be clean because we have other versions of the show, but sometimes there is some weird stuff on this right-hand side, so you can use ViewPure or Purify, and then that will take your screen and only show the video. And so I've clicked that, and now I have my video and nothing else.
Welcome back, everybody. We had a few technical
Let
problems
me.
with the invite in Hangout.
So I've muted that just so we can see, but nothing on the sides, no strange distractions, and that is called ViewPure. And what you do is you just simply drag the button, and you're going to drag it up to the top of your bookmark, right on the top, and then it's there, and then whenever you want to use that with your students when you're showing them the video, you just click that and it takes everything else out. Another option that you can use is called Turn Out the Lights, and that's
1 minute, Nick.
So if I go in here and that's a Google extension, gives you very similar properties and a little bit more choices. You click turn off the lights, and then it takes your screen to black, as it's doing for me now. I need to unclick that just real quick so I can have a YouTube video picked out. You can also make it look like a fish tank. That's what I was kind of dealing with there. So if we click this, and then I click turn off the lights, you see the little light part. And then it's going to take
10
that
seconds.
And block everything else out for me. And slam.
Okay, right on time there, Nick. Okay, so next up is myself. So I'm going to screen share.
Okay. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, you got my screen, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay.
Okay, so today I'm going to show you Lucid Charts diagrams. So first of all, if you're in a dock, you get the add-on, get add-ons, which most people know now. Go to Insert Diagram. So I'm going to insert a diagram, start to work. Okay. And then you get this bar that comes up on the side. Okay, it takes a while to load. But what this shows is the ones I've saved before. If you want to create a new one, you go here, and it will bring up another box, and you can choose to create a diagram with that. They've got huge different flow charts, Venn diagram, huge different selection that you can choose from. So I'm just going to go into one that I've done before. So one I've done before, I'll go into Edit, and that brings up the Lucid chart, which is loading now. Hopefully it'll load in a minute. She's just coming up. Yep. Come on, load. Right, here it comes. So yeah, you can do all sorts of diagrams in here. Lucid Charts wasn't in the add-ons before. The added bonuses I'll show you in a minute, but basically you can just drag and drop boxes where you want. If you click out of that, you can join them together. You can use different colors, use the flow chart. You save and close. Okay, so save and close here. And then once you've done that, there's a blue button you can insert, and it goes straight into your doc, which is loading up now.
1 minute.
Okay, the nice thing about this is what you had to do with the old Lucid chart is that once you had done your diagram, you had to insert it into a doc. But here, with the Lucid charts, it's got update. So you do your edits, and then once you've done your edits, you just press update diagram, and it will update. And there's that little text box that was in there earlier into the diagram. So you don't have to copy it or embed it each time you do something. And that's my slam. Okay.
Okay.
Good one.
I would mention with Lucid Chart and Lucid Press that if you are an educator, you can get the educator account with the premium features for free. You just have to do a search for the educator account on their website.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, sorry, Donnie. Donnie, you're up next.
I am. Someone to keep time for me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nick.
Yeah, let me cut off 30 seconds. Okay.
All right. Just tell me when to shut up, and I will.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, classroom. Okay, take it away, Donnie.
All right, so I just wanted to show you guys first off a quick little demo of Google Classroom, the things that you can do. This is one of my demo classes that I have set up. Then I want to show you kind of something that you all can do thinking a little bit differently about it. So when you first go to Google Classroom, you've got your class stream, and you also, where you as the teacher or your students can create announcements, or you can create assignments for your students in here. Over here on the left, you'll see updated assignments. Let me switch over to the student view here. And in the student view underneath assignments, they can actually go, your students can, and see all the assignments that they have to do. As you can tell, this student's a little bit behind. And they can even go and click on the assignments that they have still, that they've finished. They can cycle through their classes over here on the left. So if they're enrolled in multiple classes, they can go over here and do it. But it's here where the students can see from class to class what they have to do. Well, from the teacher's standpoint, okay, this is kind of where the magic can happen. Teachers can quickly create assignments, say solve 2 plus, or maybe we could do an assignment like prove that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Well, you can assign that assignment to any class that you want. You can either have it to go to all 3 of your classes, or in this case, just the demo class. You can even send a template from Drive, which, let me go ahead and I'm going to find a blank Google drawing. Let's just do let's just grab this one right here, which you can then make it where the students can either view, edit, or kind of like in Doctopus, it can make a copy of that file for each student. All you have to do is just click Assign, and then it goes and it makes a copy of that template for every student that's enrolled in your class. And then within seconds, the student, let me go back to the class here, the student can then go and take a look and see, oh look, there's my assignment, which he can then click on.
1 minute.
Which he can then click on, and as soon as it loads, he can then click on the assignment and then, prove that 2 plus 2 equals 4, however that wanted. They can add either files or links from their drive, or they can create documents or presentations to submit. And anything that they make, they can turn it into their teacher. Well, the fun part is I realized that teachers can also, in Classroom, it's not just stuff in Google Drive. What if a teacher went and created a KML file in Google Maps that the students could then go and download. Say like this KML file right here, pull it up, download it in Maps Engine. For example, in this one, they're asked to label the 7 continents. So the students could go, open it up in Google Maps Engine, label it, copy that link, and then go back to their classroom and then turn it into their teacher. Done. Slurm.
Right on the buzzer there, Donnie.
Just how I practice it, baby.
Is that what you tell the wife? Okay. Okay.
Ding! Lee, I think your awkward muffins are done. Hang on.
Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. The voting forms are up. I will try and get the winner out within 48 hours, but the team do need to remind me. We're all busy teachers, as you know. But as I said, the next slam will be the beginning of next month, okay? So not the month, so the beginning of next month, so Chris Betcher can finally join us as he's used up too much data, of course. So thanks for being with us, guys, and tune in, please vote. There's been some great slams on here. I always learn something new, and I definitely have today. Okay, take care, bye.